Alrighty, this season coming to a close.
Getting close to the major cutoff deadline.
Happening next week, October 6th. So this is kind of the pinnacle of the season so far.
It's been filled with ups and downs, I would say.
A lot of really close games, a lot of matches where we feel like, we could have came out on top.
We managed to win Prize Picks Online Revival Series, which was pretty good for me personally.
Knoxville was a bit of a turning point for us as a team. We need to kind of evaluate where we're at as a team, what we're trying to do long term. Obviously, the major was still in our grasp, but the odds had shrunk down to like 1.3%, I think was the prediction for us at that time.
It might have come to a surprise for a lot of people when the announcement came out about MOTM being benched and CXCI coming in. We needed to kind of drastically shake things up, or else we were kind of more than likely just going to follow the same track record, fall flat, and that was that, and there was really no hope for us to make the major.
Right now, it's top 10 in Americas that get invited, and we are right on the border. Like, the race for the last, I would say 2 slots are extremely close. It's extremely close. Yeah, we're right there.
Going into Frag, whichever team comes out one game ahead is going to be a team that goes to the major and gets their sticker. We have a pretty tough road, I would say.
Fate is in our hands. We just have to do the best we can and try to win the matches that we need to, and it can decide if we go to the major or not.
We've kind of gone through a lot of roller coasters for the past, coming on 10 months with Marsborne and the roster. I mean, the org has been great, don't get me wrong. Like Mark, Tim, David, all the brothers, everybody, Caleb, Josh, the editors, Matt, everybody's been fantastic, right? But in terms of the roster and just our overall performance, it's been super up and down, right? Making the major, especially after how close we were with the MRQ for the Austin major, I think it would just validate the culmination of effort they've put in for the last 10 months with the team.
I've already made the major once, but I'd like to make it again. Having it back-to-back would be really cool for me. I was on Complexity, and they're expected to make it every time, so I would like to make it again because I feel like this would be more deserving.
For me, it would mean a lot. I think that it's something that every Counter-Strike player has a dream of doing, having a sticker in the game.
It would mean the world to me because, everyone a part of the organization has so much faith, and, we've become a lot closer as a team and as, with the owners, and it feels like a real family. So I'd feel really honored as well to help cement our names with the owners, with the team, with everybody to be cemented into the game. And I'd be honored to do that, and it'd be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, if you would have told me a couple years ago that potential major qualifying games could be decided out of Fragadelphia, I probably would have called you crazy, but I think that's just the overall landscape of VRS as a whole now. I think VRS is a touchy can of worms to open up. It really favors teams and organizations that have the capital to actually go and fly your teams out to every single LAN event possible to kind of maximize your multiplier.
And honestly, I think it's kind of funny that a tournament that used to be kind of smaller and irrelevant to a certain extent is literally going to decide the major. This is essentially an RMR. I think it's super fun. I think it's super exciting because it's when we played the MRQ for the Austin major, it was fun. Don't get me wrong. It was super exciting to be able to be in a position to actually make the major through the MRQ. But when we played the MRQ for the Austin major, funny enough, I literally said this to Lucid last night. If we had made the major for Austin, I wouldn't have had anybody to celebrate with, because I'm still living at home with my parents, and we were playing till 1 in the morning. I would have just been I would have just been enjoying it by myself. When it's a LAN, you're in person, you're in that environment, and when the stakes are as high as they are, I just think it just becomes so much more enjoyable. Hopefully, at the end of this event, we'll all be celebrating, and we'll be able to celebrate in person.
It's pretty fun. That's the cool part of life. You never know what's going to happen. You never know how things are going to turn out, and you don't know what to expect sometimes, and that's what's pretty awesome. If we could qualify to the major, especially at an event in Philly where it all started for us in Marsborne, I think that'd be really cool. I think there's no better way to do it than in Philly. Time will tell. Time will tell.